Hello, Karina, and welcome to my channel. Welcome to Nita Healing. So today I'm going to be doing a general reading for you. Sorry it's been so long, but here we are. I'm just going to pull a couple of these tea leaf cards to see what Spirit has in store for you, okay? So we got 1, 2, and 1 more. Let's dig down deep. All right, 3. Okay, so it looks like you've got wall, misunderstanding. So somebody could be misunderstanding you, or you could be misunderstanding someone else. It's not clicking, or it's going above somebody else's head, or they're not getting what you're trying to say. Then you got archway, new opportunities, possibilities, and paths opening up. Wow, Spirit is opening some new doors for you, right? There's some new doors or new paths that you need to go through. Something different that you need to do. Then we've got scales. Keep your life in balance. Keep your life in balance. I think that's when you function the best, is when you're organized and things are balanced because of your organization. Because when things aren't balanced, you probably feel a lot of, anxiety and, stress. So try to keep things balanced as much as you can. Okay. Moving along with my Moonology cards. Oh, you got transformation here. You're definitely going through some kind of changes. It's moon magic. You're changing, or things in your life are changing, but I feel like you could be the one that's changing, right? You're going through something different, or you're growing, or you graduated from the chapter of life that you were living, and now you feel different, or things are going to be different, or you're about to come out of this shell or this chrysalis, stage. Let me put these over here. Make some room on my cloth. Oh, stay. Okay. What else, Spirit? Show me clearly. What else for Karina? Aw, you got love. Love surrounds all your connections. Move forward positively in all areas of your life. Aw, you are so loved. And you give so much love. You give what you get, right? And you get what you give. And you're full of love, or love just surrounds you at this time. Love surrounds all your connections, your relationships with everyone, right? With your hubby, with your friends, with your family. Stay confident in everything that you do. I just said stay confident in all you do, and look at this. It says have no fear. Have no fear. Fear is a trap of the ego. Allow me to use my sword of light to free you from the disquieting feelings holding you back. Is something holding you back? Are you fearing something? Spirit is telling you that you need to gather your strength and your light and your power and your energy and move forward without fear, right? With confidence, with a surety. Okay, and this is messages from Spirit. All right, thank you, Spirit. Or messages from ancestors on the other side. It says just ask. There are many here in the spirit world that can assist you at this time. We are made up of the divine source, your loved ones, friends, guides, angels, and spirit helpers who are waiting to assist you. We are your spiritual team, and all you have to do is ask for our help and guidance. And it's like, look, if you ask, they're about to give you whatever it is that you want. I don't know, that looks like a plane. So, like, if you want to take a trip, keys to a new car or, a new place or whatever. I don't know what this is, just clockwork and the Fibonacci spiral, just things happening in perfect timing for you. And then you've got the sun here, and the sun is like brand new beginning. So it's like whatever it is that you're looking for, whatever it is that you're wanting or needing, all you have to do is ask. Speak it out loud and see, the clockwork move in your favor and bring you what it is that you need. Or if you need help, don't be afraid to ask, because people are willing to lend a hand, right? And give you the help that you're looking for or that you're needing. Here, we'll put that here. So I've got a couple more cards that I think I'm going to pull at the end for you. All right. All right, Spirit. Oh, all right. Here we go. Wow, you've got Ace of Pentacles here. Queen of Swords. Page of Pentacles. Wise Counsel. That's like the Hierophant. Queen of Cups. Eight of Pentacles. Seven of Wands. And 10 of Swords. And then you got Ace of Swords as your underlying energy. With the Ace of Swords, I do feel like you're going to be going through some sort of breakthrough, or some new truths are going to be revealed to you, like something that you've been waiting to hear or waiting to find out, or if there was, any kind of information that you've been wanting to know. I do feel like that's going to come out in the open for you, or it's going to be revealed. You're going to see the truth of things. Your mind is very sharp right now, or your communication is just very clear, and you're being extremely assertive, or more assertive than you ever been, and you're speaking your truths, right? Or you're making clear decisions. Or there's just something or someone that you need to cut out of your life, right? That's no longer serving your highest purpose, or that they're not benefiting you any, right? And it could be time for you to let them go. I'm going to turn off my fan. I'm getting chilly. Sorry. All right, so this says, brilliant ideas that may need refinement, overcoming obstacles with faith that everything will work out. Communicate clearly and concisely. Remain objective. Okay. All right. So let me read these, and then I may go over them with some clarifiers if I'm having any kind of questions, or if I just need like a little bit more information on them. But we're going to start here with these two here. This is your situation. This would be your challenge here, your advice from Spirit, and your outcome here at the end. But it looks like with this first card here, you've got the Ace of Pentacles. Now, with the Ace of Pentacles, she's got like a book in her hands, right? And she looks like she's headed to a school. And she's very young, so she's just like very excited to go to school, or very excited to start something new, right? Because this is some sort of new opportunity that's being handed to you, a new like gift, or some sort of prosperity, financial windfall. You could be getting a raise or a bonus at your job. But this is definitely you growing, right? and manifesting something new, manifesting a new beginning, manifesting like a new opportunity or more money, more time, you know, you may work from home more, where you're more relaxed, but they could just pay you more money because you could be doing something new and something different that you may have to like learn about, right? First, you could learn about it. So this says a windfall of abundance, wise counsel, or good fortune, an exciting career opportunity, a lucrative contract, significant purchases like a home or vehicle. And now I think I was just talking about like with the key here, you could be buying a new car or I don't know, looking at or thinking about maybe, you know, purchasing a home, or you may be discussing that, so it could be something like that. Now, we've got the Queen of Cups here that kind of is with it, right? Because they're both in the situation position, right? So they're kind of like together. Now, every time I look at this Queen of Cups, and, it's fell in other readings before where it just makes me feel like it could be somebody that's super emotional, or just, like in their feelings, right? They're very sensitive, and very emotional, or feel very emotional. This could be you, or this could be somebody around you that is just very emotional, or you may get emotional when they tell you that it's time for you to learn something new, or it's time for you to advance, or it's time for you to, climb the ladder of success at your current job, or, so you can get higher pay or get a promotion. And that could make you really emotional or just super, super duper happy because it could be something that you've been wanting, right? It says loving, compassionate, psychic, self-sacrificing, deep psychic insights, caring for others, but forgetting to care for yourself. Trust your intuition, a deep love of family and friends. Follow your heart. And there's that love, right? There's that love again. Deep love for family and friends, because you've got it over here where, you got the love card, right? Where love surrounds you. There's a lot of love in the air, right? Let me get one card for that, just so I can see if there's anything more with that, with this Queen of Cups, with this Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, I definitely do feel like somebody is trying to offer you something for sure. Or you could just win something. Oh, jeez, we don't need that many, Spirit. We just want one. Come on, just one, Spirit. You got the Lovers. Okay. Now, this could be about partnerships, right? Because you got the Lovers card here. Maybe you and your partner, your hubby, could be making plans together to start something new. Because this is also called the Choices card. Right? It's about making a choice. It's about commitment or committing to a choice, right? To committing to, to yourselves for financial freedom, for prosperity together, to build something together, right? That'll make you both happy. That'll make you both emotionally fulfilled. Or you just got some choices that you've got to make. And you got to decide, is this the path that I want to take? Is this the route that I want to go on? Do I want to learn about this new stuff so I can advance in my career or do something completely different than what I'm doing now. You know, because life is all about fulfilling your life purpose, right? In the challenge position, you do got the Queen of Swords and you've got the Eight of Pentacles, right? So with the Queen of Swords and the Eight of Pentacles, it's almost like they're in the reverse because they're in the challenge position, right? So if this is in the reverse, with it upright, it's about you speaking your truths, right? Speaking like telling people like it is, or telling people your thoughts and being very assertive and very honest. But here, when it's like in the reverse position, it's almost like you're having a very hard time being honest with people, or putting up clear boundaries, or being direct with somebody, right? Telling people the truth about things. That could be very hard for you because you may not want to hurt people's feelings, or, you know, it may halt if you're completely honest, or you're worried that if you are completely honest, that it may, you know, stop production, you know, at your job, or it may, you may not be able to work as hard at your job because I feel like something is holding you back, or someone is holding you back, or you're not able to speak your truths about work, about what you guys are doing. Maybe you don't agree with what's happening at your job, or you know, and this could be with anything. It doesn't even necessarily have to be with your job. There could be, you know, somebody around you. It could even be like a friend, or, you know, you're a family member, your partner, you know, that really wants to do something, you know, that wants to do something, and you're just like not sure about it because you don't know the exact ins and outs of everything, and you want to, you know, maybe learn more about it before you actually say, yes, let's do this, right? There's butterflies on here too. When you got the transformation card, see those butterflies on her sword. You're definitely going through some kind of changes. But I do feel like you do need to speak up about your, you know, about the fear that you have, or about, you know, the what ifs. Talk it out. All right, show me clearly, Spirit, why the Queen of Swords is there with the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, you're probably worried about losing something. There's a Five of Swords. This is says loss. But the Five of Swords is about like somebody being stubborn, because there's conflict here. There's you're not in agreement. You're not in agreement with somebody about something that they want to do, or something different that needs to be done. You don't agree. And there's conflict, and there's arguments, and there's disagreements, right? Because you don't fully agree. You're worried about there being some sort of loss, you know, loss financially, you know, or just personal. I don't know. You're just, there's this conflict, this arguing, this disagreement, you know, but that needs to change, and you need to talk about it. You need to speak about it. You need to probably learn as much as you can about it, because in the advice from Spirit, you've got the Page of Pentacles here. Now there's more books there, right? And she looks like she's studying out of a book, right? Oh, wait, I didn't even read you these. Let me read you these real quick. This says brilliant, experienced, humorous, judgmental, releasing situations or people that no longer serve you. And I said that with the Ace of Pentacles or the Ace of Swords, right? Remember when I said that here? Seeing the humor in difficult situations, focusing on career, divorced or unmarried individuals. This one says learning all you can about a subject or career, going back to school, taking a seminar, or finding a mentor, attention to detail, skilled work that you love, right? Yeah. But I do feel like you are going to be learning everything you can about it, or both of you will, or you and this other person of this project that you want to do, or something new, or self-employment, or whatever it is that's new and different. You are going to probably learn everything you can about it before it gets launched, right? Scholarly, cheerful, dependable, mischievous, time to get to work. An excellent opportunity presents itself. Happy news about your career, promotion, or scholarships. A new area of study. Yeah. This is all about financial opportunity. But you need to focus because you're at the very beginning stages of it. Right? This is the planning stage. And then you got it with the Seven of Wands. This is stand up for yourself and your beliefs, have confidence, challenge those in power, but also choose your battles wisely. Exactly. So if you feel like it's worth the fight, or if you feel like it's worth fighting for, then by all means, fight for it, right? Have perseverance, have courage. Advocate for yourself or for what you believe in, right? Stand your ground. Don't let anybody push you over, push you around, or, just blow you off. Because what you're saying and what you're learning is right. Like how you're doing things is the right way to do things, right? Learning all you can before just jumping in head first. You're not about that. You learn all you can about everything first, and then it's like baby steps. All right, let me get a card here. Okay, Spirit. Oh, all right. We'll take the one that fell. And you got Emperor, exactly. The Emperor doesn't listen to anybody. Why? Because he is the Emperor. He is the leader, right? The Emperor is very, very, very structured, very organized, right? This is you standing up for what you believe in, right? Becoming this Emperor because you stood your ground. Because you're like, no, we're going to do this the right way. And you need to listen to me. And that's that. Right? I know what I'm talking about, right? Because you do. You do. You're smart. You're organized. You figure things out. Right? Okay. And then at the end, you got wise counsel here, which is like the, like I said, like the Hierophant. So the Hierophant is, either finding like a mentor or a teacher, or a place of learning where you can learn about all of this. And it could even be through like YouTube videos or whatever, but just learning everything you can about this, right? Or following others that can help you or teach you or show you the way, Now, you could make some new friends here, you know, with this new thing that you want to do, or, you know, this new promotion that you're doing. But this is somebody that has the keys, right? They have the keys too. Like there's the keys again, right? They want to give you the keys. But it's like you have to go through certain levels, certain steps. There's certain things that you need to let go of first, or walk away from, or quit. It says unity with the spiritual minded community. Ask the divine for help and trust the answers will come. See, and there it is. Ask the divine for help and trust that the answers will come, right? Compare traditional methods with new ideas to see which is best for you. So compare, you know, like I said, and you could be like comparing notes with somebody that's older, you know, and that could be stuck in their old ways. But here you come in and you're younger and your thoughts are like, you know, different, but they're easier, or it's an easier way of doing things, or it's a better way of doing things, right? So you're collaborating with them about how to do things better, faster, and easier. But I do feel like with this Ten of Swords, there is definitely something that could be ending, or that you like, yeah, you need to let go of, or you need to walk away from it, right? And this is again the transformation card as well. I have other decks where it's like it's about the Phoenix rising, you know, and that's all about transformations, because something's ending for something new to begin, or something new to come into your life. And it's not going to come into your life until you end the old, or end what is not working for you anymore, right? You got a lot of swords here. The end of a situation that brings relief, sadness, or both. But the opportunity for new happiness, right? Because you got to let go of something, and it is hard and it is sad when you do let go of something or you end something. But then you make room for something new to come in, and that new could be something way better, right? There's a weight off your shoulders, the end of an addiction, or a melodramatic reaction, right? All right. Let me get one more card for this, and then we're going to go talk about these little chakra cards that I pulled for you before the reading. All right. One card for wise counsel and Ten of Swords, please, Spirit. Show me clearly. Oh, the cards are falling. Oh, you got Two of Swords. No? No, you got the Priestess. It's the High Priestess. Wow. Wow, look at that. You got the High Priestess and the Hierophant. Now, the High Priestess is all about her following her intuition, listening to her gut instincts and what her gut is telling her, right? This is about revelations, learning something new, listening to your higher self, right? Having full control of your emotions and not letting your emotions run you, right? Being sure and confident in the choices that you're making, or, you know, what it is that you want to do next, or where you want to go next. But I do feel like some new doors are opening for you. Some new opportunities are coming your way. More money, better finances. But there's things that you need to let go of, right? And that could be, you know, your fear and anxiety. Because you got the root chakra here, and then you got the sacral plexus here. And with the root chakra, it says your physical body. And then this is about relationships. Now, with the root chakra, you could be feeling fear and, you know, anxiousness, and, you know, maybe be, you know, feeling, you know, the financial crunch or whatever. But no, that you can turn that around. Like, I also pulled these cards, and these are called like my body oracle cards. And these are about like your aura and like your the meridian lines too, which I think is kind of crazy because these two cards that came out here match these two cards here. They're like the same. So like the kidney meridian, that is connected to your sacral chakra. They run along the same line. See how this runs from like the, the bottom of your foot all the way up to your chest? Well, the sacral chakra, it also runs down from like your gut all the way down to your foot on the backside. So it like mirrors the kidney meridian. So they're the same, right? They're deeply connected through, the physical pathways. So it's all like your lower back, all the way down the leg, right? It's attached to the sciatic nerve. So I don't know if you've had sciatic nerve issues, but, this is spirit telling you that you need to stop pushing yourself or, overworking or, trying to force a situation to happen. You need to rest, right? If you have lower back stiffness or pelvic pain or, sciatic pinching or, hip pain, you can do, I know you do, yoga, stretching, like the butterfly pose, maybe dancing. But you got to ask yourself, where in your life are you letting fear dictate your choices instead of trusting your instincts? What burdens are you carrying that's exhausting your spirit? You have to ask yourself those questions, right? And then with the large intestine and the root chakra, this is about, lacking a safe foundation. It creates deep-seated fear and anxiety, which tightens the body physically and makes emotional letting go, which is the large intestine function, really, really difficult, right? Because there's anxiety there. When you get anxious, your body tenses up and tightens up. And these are connected because this also runs along the same as this, right? They're connected. This is the root chakra at the bottom of your tailbone, and this is where it begins. It goes up like that. And so does this. But you could be having a lot of, stomach issues or, having trouble with your bowels. But then you also got this like ninth auric field, which is like a gold in color. So this aura is like 6 to 12 inches outside your body, and it's like it's either like a gold or a pure white or like an iridescent vibrant magenta, but it's basically it houses your soul's blueprint, and it carries past life wisdom. It oversees your life purpose, right? It funnels spiritual truths down into your physical body from the universe. So by raising your vibration, this field promotes spiritual illumination and helps you perceive reality from a broader, like soul-centered perspective, right? So you're able to like take that information and, perceive it in a different way that's more like soul-centered to your soul blueprint, right? But I do feel like since you're shining gold right now, I do feel like You're about to emerge into your life purpose or what it is that you're supposed to be doing at this time, right? I don't know if you've been feeling bored with your job recently, or what it is that you're doing right now currently. And maybe you've been, wanting to do something different or, more towards what you're feeling in your gut or, this path that you're supposed to be on. Okay, Spirit. Mind power. Use your intelligence, analyze data, logic, and think rationally. Lead with your mind. Yeah. Like I said, you're very, oops, I'm sorry. You're very, very smart. You have a lot of mind power. You can manifest pretty easily too. All you have to do is think about it for a second and then let it go. Just like where it says, ask, say it out loud, and then watch what happens. You're extremely powerful and you don't even realize it. You can make things happen more than you know. Okay, and then we're going to do your numerology and then we'll close the reading. Okay. Wow, you got 5555. Clarity. Great transformation. There it is again. Major changes, opportunity, fast-paced forward process. You aren't a victim of circumstances. Rather, you are the beneficiary of it. If that weren't the case, life would be pretty dull. You will set yourself up for success in the long run if you're willing to adapt to this shift. Everything is working out for the best. At long last, you are accomplishing what you set out to do. Everything will work out perfectly in the end. Oh my God. If that is not like a complete closure to this whole circle, I don't know what is. Like that just, wow. Yeah, have no fear. Be confident in all you do. Something new is definitely going to emerge here soon for you. You're going to be seeing the results of what you've been wishing for and wanting and manifesting. What you've been wanting to manifest. It's going to happen. Wow. All right, my love. That is the end of your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was helpful. If you do, please hit that like button. And if you want to leave a comment, I would love to respond. If not, that's okay. We'll talk soon. All right? Love and light.